Alright, we're going to take a look at the red wagon example problem from the notes. In this problem, you are pulling a small child down the street in a wagon. The wagon and the child have a combined mass of 48 kilograms. You are pulling to the right with a force of 120 newtons, and there's a frictional force of 74 newtons opposing the motion. Our job is to find the acceleration of the wagon. First thing we always want to do when we have a forces problem is draw the picture, which I've done already. So we have our wagon right here, force of pull to the right, force of friction to the left, normal up, gravity down. I've also set up my positives and negatives, positive up and to the right, negative down and to the left. I pulled out the numbers from the problem, which is always a good idea to do. My mass is 48 kilograms, force of pull 120 newtons, force of friction 74 newtons. So step 1 is finished, we have the picture drawn. Step 2 is finished, positives and negatives. Step 3, if there were any forces at angles, we would have to find the components of that angle, but there are no forces pulling at angles, so we can skip step 3. Step 4 is where we finally want to start looking at adding up our forces going left and right, and our forces going up and down. Now in this particular problem, we're looking for acceleration, and the wagon is going to accelerate in the direction we're pushing or pulling, so that would be to the right. So I'm only going to worry about adding up my forces on the x-axis. So when I do that, I have to make my equation of my force pulling in the positive direction, which would be force of pull, minus any force that pulls in the negative direction, which is friction. And because this is an unbalanced situation, it's not equal to 0, it's equal to ma. And a is what we're looking for. So now to find a, we have to divide by the mass. So I still have force of pull on my left side minus force of friction. And I'm going to divide mass over, leaving me with acceleration. From here I can plug in my numbers. Force of pull was 120 newtons. Force of friction is 74 newtons. And my mass is 48 kilograms. When I plug that into my calculator, it will give me the value for A. And when I do that, I get 0.96 meters per second squared equals A. And that's how we solve that one.